In the silent hours of the night, when the world is cloaked in darkness and uncertainty, legends awaken. Tonight, we invite you on a journey into the unknown, a realm where myth and reality merge, where every whisper of wind and rustle of leaves hints at secrets buried deep in our history. From the haunted skies of West Virginia, where a foreboding figure known as the Moth Man foretells impending calamity, to the secluded lakes of Scotland that cradle the mystery of the Loch Ness Monster, every corner of our planet has its own tale of the inexplicable. But what if these stories are not mere fables? What if the creatures we dismiss as relics of folklore are in fact very real? Welcome to Cryptids Around the World. Tonight, we peel back the layers of history, eyewitness accounts, and chilling legends to ask the questions we dare not whisper in daylight. Could the elusive Mothman be a harbinger of doom, its silent wings stirring hints of disaster? Is the elusive Bigfoot, whose massive footprints etch mystery into the wilderness, the guardians of secrets too ancient to comprehend? And what of the other enigmatic beings that roam our world? From bloodthirsty apparitions to creatures lurking beneath deep, uncharted waters. As we travel from the eerie, fog-bound landscapes of North America to the mist-shrouded glens of Europe, and from the frozen expanses of the Himalayas to the mysterious depths of our oceans, we begin to see a pattern, a tapestry woven with fear, wonder, and an unyielding quest for truth. In every whispered legend and every chilling sighting lies a question. What if the boundary between myth and reality is far thinner than we dare to imagine? What if the darkness around us holds secrets that challenge everything we know about the natural world? Prepare yourself as we step into the shadows, explore the uncharted, and confront the legends that have haunted humanity for centuries. This is not just a journey through folklore. It is an exploration into the very heart of mystery and terror. Welcome to the hunt for truth in a world where every legend might just be real. In the dense, misty forests of West Virginia lies a tale that has haunted locals for decades. Welcome to Point Pleasant, a town forever changed by the enigmatic figure known as the Moth Man. It all began in November 1966, when two young couples reported a terrifying encounter near an old TNT plant. They claimed to have seen a large creature with glowing red eyes and wings folded against its back. We have a witness account. It was around midnight. We were driving when suddenly this thing appeared in front of us. It must have been at least 7 feet tall, with wings tucked behind it and those eyes. I'll never forget those eyes. We tried to drive away, but it followed us, gliding without effort through the air. It felt like it was right above us the entire time. News of the encounter spread like wildfire. More sightings were reported, each more frightening than the last. The mysterious creature was dubbed the Moth Man, and its legend began to grow. The Moth Man sightings were widespread and varied. Some believed it to be a harbinger of doom, while others thought it was a cryptid not yet classified by science. But what really cemented the Mothman's place in Point Pleasant's lore was the tragedy that followed. On December 15th, 1967, tragedy struck when the Silver Bridge, a vital connection over the Ohio River, suddenly collapsed during rush hour. 46 lives were lost, and the town was plunged into mourning. Many locals believed that the Mothman sightings were a warning of the impending disaster. In the weeks leading up to the collapse, people reported seeing the creature near the bridge. Whether it was a supernatural omen or a coincidence remains a topic of debate. Today, the legend of the Mothman continues to captivate and intrigue. Point Pleasant has embraced its cryptid history, hosting the annual Mothman Festival and erecting a statue in honor of the enigmatic entity. The Mothman Festival brings people from all over the world, It's a celebration of the mystery and the unknown, a way to remember those who lost their lives and to keep the legend alive. The Moth Man remains an enduring symbol of mystery and fear, a creature that straddles the line between myth and reality. Whether you believe in the Moth Man or not, one thing is certain: the legend continues to cast its shadow over Point Pleasant, leaving us to wonder what truly lies within the darkness. Have you heard the tale about Old Nessie? In the Scottish Highlands, nestled amidst rolling hills and ancient castles, lies a body of water that holds one of the world's greatest mysteries. Welcome to Loch Ness, home to the legendary Loch Ness Monster, affectionately known as Nessie. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster dates back to the 6th century, when Irish monk St. Columba reportedly encountered a fearsome creature in the River Ness. But it wasn't until the 20th century that the world's fascination with Nessie truly began. In 1933, the Loch Ness Monster made headlines when George Spicer and his wife claimed to have seen a large, prehistoric-looking creature cross the road in front of their car. The sighting sparked a media frenzy, and soon after, the infamous surgeon's photograph emerged. Loch Ness is an incredibly deep and vast freshwater loch, stretching over 23 miles in length. Its dark, peat-stained waters make it the perfect hiding place for an elusive creature. Despite numerous searches and scientific investigations, no definitive evidence of Nessie's existence has been found. Over the years, various expeditions have attempted to uncover the truth behind the legend. Sonar scans, underwater photography, and DNA sampling have all been employed in the quest to find Nessie. While some intriguing anomalies have been detected, the mystery remains unsolved. One local resident says, "I've lived by the loch my whole life, and I've heard countless stories of sightings. People describe a large serpentine creature, sometimes with humps, sometimes with a long neck. Whether it's real or not, the legend brings a sense of wonder and excitement to our community." Today, the legend of Nessie continues to thrive. Tourists flock to Loch Ness, hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature. The annual Loch Ness Monster sightings event brings together enthusiasts and skeptics alike, all drawn by the allure of the unknown. The Loch Ness Monster remains one of the most enduring and intriguing mysteries of our time. As long as there are stories to tell and imaginations to captivate, Nessie will continue to dwell in the depths of Loch Ness, leaving us to wonder what secrets lie beneath the surface. High in the treacherous peaks of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and the temperatures deadly, lies a legend that has chilled the bones of explorers and locals alike. Welcome to the domain of the Yeti, the abominable snowman. The legend of the Yeti dates back centuries, with tales of a large ape-like creature roaming the snow-covered slopes. Indigenous communities, such as the Sherpa people, have long spoken of the Medokangmi, a man-like creature of the snow. The world's fascination with the Yeti was ignited in 1921 when British explorer Charles Howard Berry and his team reported seeing strange human-like footprints at an altitude of 21,000 feet. The press quickly seized upon the story, dubbing the creature the abominable snowman. They were exhausted after having battled the elements. When they came across these massive footprints, they were unlike anything anyone had ever seen, and they sent a shiver down their spines. Over the years, numerous expeditions and encounters have added to the mystique of the Yeti. From alleged sightings to mysterious artifacts, the legend has only grown stronger. In 1951, renowned mountaineer Eric Shipton photographed a series of large footprints near the Menlung Glacier, farther fueling the Yeti frenzy. The Yeti, or abominable snowman, is often described as a large, bipedal creature covered in shaggy white or brown fur. While skeptics attribute the footprints to bears or other known animals, the legend persists. capturing the imagination of many. In recent years, scientific efforts have sought to uncover the truth behind the Yeti. DNA analysis of hair and bone samples collected from alleged Yeti sightings have often revealed them belong to bears, yet the mystery remains unsolved, with new sightings and evidence continuing to emerge. In a Sherpa's culture, the Yeti is a respected and feared creature. Elders tell stories of encountering the Yeti during long treks through the mountains. Some believe it to be a guardian of the sacred peaks, while others see it as a harbinger of doom. The search for the Yeti continues, with adventurers and researchers braving the harsh conditions, in hopes of uncovering the truth. Equipped with modern technology, they venture into the unknown, driven by the allure of solving one of the greatest mysteries of our time. The Yeti remains an enigma, a creature that straddles the line between myth and reality. As long as there are unexplored corners of our world, the legend of the abominable snowman will continue to captivate and inspire. The mystery of the Yeti endures, leaving us to wonder what truly lies hidden in the snow-covered heights of the Himalayas. Now, let's take a look at the oceans. In the depths of the dark, cold oceans, where the waves crash with fury and the winds howl with menace, lies a creature that has hunted the nightmares of sailors for centuries. Welcome to the realm of the Kraken, the legendary sea monster of the deep. The legend of the Kraken dates back to ancient times, with stories originating from Scandinavian folklore. Described as a massive, tentacled beast, the Kraken was said to dwell off the coasts of Norway and Greenland, lurking beneath the waves, waiting to drag unwary ships to a watery grave. Accounts of the Kraken have been recorded by numerous sailors and explorers over the centuries. One of the earliest detailed descriptions came from the Swedish naturalist Carl Linnaeus, who included the Kraken in his 1735 scientific classification system. Although later removed, this inclusion lent credibility to the creature's existence. The Kraken is often described as resembling a giant squid or octopus. While no direct evidence of such creatures exists, it's believed that sightings of the Kraken could be attributed to encounters with giant squid, which can grow up to 40 feet in length and have been known to attack ships. The depths of the ocean remain one of the least explored and most mysterious places on Earth. Giant squid, once thought to be mere myths, have been documented by scientists and explorers. Their elusive nature and immense size add to the allure of the terror of the Kraken legend. The Kraken symbolizes the dangers and mysteries of the sea, a place where the line between myth and reality is often blurred. Sailors' tales of monstrous sea creatures served as both warnings and explanations for the perils they faced on their voyages. Today, the quest to uncover the truth behind the Kraken continues. Marine biologists and oceanographers use advanced technology to explore the deep sea, hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creatures. The ocean's depths hold countless secrets, and the stories of the Kraken remind us how much we have yet to discover. Whether the Kraken is a real creature or a product of a sailor's imagination, it captures the essence of the unknown that drives us to explore. As long as there are uncharted waters and unexplored depths, the legend of the Kraken will continue to captivate and terrify, leaving us to wonder, what does lie beneath the surface? In the heart of southern New Jersey lies the Pine Barrens, a vast, eerie expanse of ancient forests, winding marshes, and forgotten trails. Here, among the gnarled trees and whispering winds, a legend was born, a legend that has haunted these woods for over 2 centuries. This is the story of the Jersey Devil. The tale begins in the early 1700s with a woman known to history as Mother Leeds. According to local lore and colony records, she was burdened with the birth of not 1, but 13 children. a fate considered cursed in many cultures. The 13th, born under a portentous sky, was no ordinary child. In a moment of supernatural horror, the infant was transformed into something inhuman, a creature so hideous and terrifying that it was doomed to roam the wild lands of the Barrens. Accounts from that era describe the Jersey Devil as a deformed, winged fiend, its cry echoing through the night like a death knell. Early settlers spoke in hushed tones of its malevolent presence, claiming that the creature's eyes burned with a hellish fire and its wings cast ominous shadows over the land. As the years passed, sightings became more frequent. In 1909, a year now etched in local memory, a series of reports set the region ablaze with terror. Residents described unearthly screams, glimpses of a monstrous silhouette, and the sensation of being watched by something not of this world. Livestock were found mysteriously maimed, and panic swept through the communities living on the fringes of civilization. Local newspapers of the time ran sensational headlines: "Devil Bird Terrorized Pine Barrens," and "Beast of New Jersey Strikes Again." While skeptics have long debated the veracity of these accounts, the consistent details, hooved feet, leathery wings, and a blood-curdling shriek lend the legend an unsettling familiarity. But what truly makes the Jersey Devil so enduring is not just the visceral terror it inspires. It's the mystery that lingers in every whispered tale. Is it the product of a cursed bird, a spectral manifestation of a troubled past, or simply a misidentification born of isolation and fear in a harsh, unforgiving landscape? Modern investigations have attempted to demystify the Jersey Devil. Researchers and folklorists suggest that the creature might be a conflation of various natural phenomena, a mix of misidentified animals, exaggerated tales, and the dark allure of the unknown. Yet, despite advances in science and the scrutiny of modern eyes, the legend endures. Late-night drivers, campers, and even experienced outdoorsmen still report strange sounds and fleeting shadows darting between the trees. There's something about the Pine Barrens that defies explanation. The isolation, the vastness, and the rich tapestry of local folklore create a perfect storm of mystery. Whether you believe in the Jersey Devil or not, you have to admit that there's an energy here, a sense that the land holds secrets far older than our modern world. Imagine, if you will, walking along a desolate trail under a starless sky. Every snap of a twig, every rustle of leaves becomes a heartbeat of terror. In that moment, you are not alone. The legend of the Jersey Devil isn't merely a story, it's a presence. It lurks in the fringes of sight, a reminder that even in the modern age, the veil between the natural and supernatural is hauntingly thin. Some say the creature is a guardian of the Pine Barrens, a remnant of an ancient curse destined to wander until the end of days. Others believe it is a manifestation of nature's wild, untamed spirit, a warning that humanity should never forget its place in the world far larger and more mysterious than we can comprehend. Over the years, the Jersey Devil has transcended its origins as a mere folk tale. It has become a symbol, a mirror, reflecting our deepest fears, and the perennial human fascination with the unknown. Even as skeptics question its existence, the legend persists in every creak of the wood, every chill in the night air. There is another story, the story of a creature, a cryptid, around New Orleans. In the depths of the Louisiana bayou, there is a creature that has haunted the nightmares of generations, a creature born of shadow and fear, whose very name sends shivers down the spine. This is the Rugaroo, a beast of legend, a monster that prowls the night, its eyes glowing with a malevolent hunger. The legend of the Rugaroo is as old as the bayou itself, passed down from the French settlers who brought with them tales of Lougaroo, the werewolf of European folklore. But in the wilds of Louisiana, the story took a life of its own, becoming something darker, more primal, a creature not just of the woods, but of the soul. The Rugaroo is said to be a man cursed to transform into a fearsome beast under the full moon, his body twisting and contorting into a grotesque parody of a wolf. But unlike the werewolves of Europe, the Rugaroo is not bound by silver or the light of day. It is a creature that can strike at any time, its bloodlust insatiable, its hunger for flesh unending. The curse of the Rugaroo is said to be passed down from one unfortunate soul to another, a punishment for breaking the sacred laws of the land or the church. For 101 days, the cursed one roams the swamps, driven by an uncontrollable urge to hunt and kill. And woe to those who cross its path, for to lock eyes with the Rugaroo is to seal one's fate. Many a tale has been told of those who have encountered the Rugaroo, hunters, trappers, and wayward travelers who have ventured too deep into the bayou, never to return. Those who have survived speak of a terror unlike any other, of glowing red eyes that pierce the darkness, of a monstrous form that moves with terrifying speed, and of a howl that chills the blood and freezes the soul. Yet the Rugaroo is not merely a beast of the night, it is a symbol, a warning to those who would stray from the path of righteousness, who would defy the laws of community and faith. For in Louisiana, the Rugaroo is not just a creature to be feared, it is a manifestation of the darkness that lurks within us all, waiting to be unleashed. To this day, the legend of the Rugaroo endures, a story told in hushed tones by the fireside, a cautionary tale for the young and the old alike. So beware, should you find yourself in the bayou after dark, for the Rugaroo is always watching, always waiting, and should you hear its howl in the night, pray that it's not already too late. Our journey takes us from the haunted bayous of Louisiana to the deep, dark, mysterious lakes of Lake Champlain in New York. Nestled between New York and Vermont, this expansive lake is home to one of North America's most enduring cryptid legends, the tale of Champ, the Lake Champlain Monster. The legend of Champ dates back centuries, with indigenous Abenaki and Iroquois tribes recounting tales of a giant serpent that inhabited the lake. This ancient creature, they believed, was a guardian of the waters, both revered and feared by those who dared to venture into its depths. In the early 19th century, the legend gained widespread attention when French cartographer Samuel de Champlain described a sighting of a massive, serpentine creature in the lake. Over the years, numerous eyewitnesses have reported seeing a long-necked, humpbacked monster breaking the surface, its dark form undulating through the water. One of the most compelling encounters occurred in 1977. Sandra Monsi captured a photograph of Champ that has become iconic. The grainy image shows a dark serpentine shape rising from the lake's surface, its head and neck clearly visible. Despite extensive analysis, the photo remains unexplained, fueling speculation and curiosity. Visitors to Lake Champlain continue to report sightings of the elusive creature. Fishermen, boaters, and casual observers have described seeing Champ's long, snake-like body and the distinctive humps that rise and fall as it moves. Some accounts detail encounters where the creature seems to watch boats from a distance before slipping silently beneath the waves. Paranormal investigators and cryptozoologists have flocked to the lake, drawn by the promise of uncovering evidence of this legendary beast. Sonar scans, underwater cameras, and other high-tech equipment have captured tantalizing glimpses of large, unidentified objects moving through the depths. but definitive proof remains elusive. The local community has embraced the legend of Champ, celebrating its presence with festivals, tours, and even a dedicated Champ Day. Yet beneath the playful festivities lies a deep-seated fascination and respect for the mystery that lurks beneath the lake's surface. As we delve deeper into the cryptids of New York, the tale of Champ stands out as a haunting reminder of the unknown lurkings in our world. Whether guardian or specter, the Lake Champlain monster continues to captivate and mystify. Its legend grows with each new sighting and whispered story. In the quiet hours of the night, when the world is hushed by darkness, an inexplicable terror roams the countryside. This is the story of the Chupacabra, a creature whose name sends shivers down the spines of all those who call the rural heartlands home. In 1995, the island of Puerto Rico was rocked by a series of baffling livestock attacks. Goats, chickens, and other animals were found dead, their bodies marked by strange puncture wounds, completely drained of blood. The only explanation, it seemed, was the work of a creature so bizarre and fearsome that locals named it Chupacabra, literally the goat sucker. Eyewitnesses described a creature that defies classification. Some claimed it was reptilian with scaly skin and glowing eyes, while others swore it resembled a wild canine, gaunt and feral, its body marked by strange, spiky ridges along its back. Whatever its true form, the terror it inspired was undeniable. A witness says this: "I remember that night clearly. I was awakened by a sound that wasn't natural, like a low guttural growl. When I checked on my goats at dawn, I found one of them lifeless. It was as if something had sucked the very life out of it, leaving only these unexplained wounds." As word of these incidents spread, so too did the legend of the Chupacabra. Reports began to emerge not only from Puerto Rico, but also from Mexico and even the southwestern United States. Rural communities, already steeped in age-old superstitions, began to whisper of a nocturnal predator that lurked just beneath the reach of the light. Scientists and skeptics have proposed numerous theories to explain these incidents. Some suggest that the afflicted animals were victims of more conventional predators, coyotes or dogs, perhaps suffering from mange and misidentified as something far more sinister. But for those who have encountered the unexplained, these rational explanations do little to diminish the fear that the legend instills. Investigations have revealed perplexing details. The wounds found on the animals are often precise, almost surgical in nature, a detail that challenges our understanding of typical predatory behavior. The blood, it seems, vanishes without a trace, leaving behind a silence that speaks louder than any scream. Whether the Chupacabra is a genetic mutation, a misidentified animal, or something entirely unknown, its impact on local communities is profound. The fear it generates isn't just about an animal attack, it's about the intrusion of something unnatural into our world, something that defies logic and reason. Imagine walking along a deserted road on a cool, quiet night. The only sounds are your footsteps and the whisper of the wind. Then suddenly, a sound, low, resonant, and utterly alien, echoes in the darkness. You pause, heart pounding, as you strain to see what lurks in the inky blackness. In that moment, every story, every whispered warning of the Chupacabra comes rushing back. Is the Chupacabra a modern monster, a relic of evolutionary chaos, or a manifestation of our collective fears, a ghost of a bygone era that refuses to fade? As we search for answers, we are forced to confront the uncomfortable truth with some mysteries may never be fully explained. In the absence of clear evidence, legends take on a life of their own, fueled by the human need to explain what cannot be explained. Tonight, as you reflect on the chilling accounts and the unanswered questions, remember the silent terror that haunts the outskirts of rural life. The legend of the Chupacabra endures, not just as a collection of unexplained phenomena, but as a symbol of the unknown that lurks at the edge of our understanding. In the darkness, where every sound and shadow becomes a harbinger of fear, the question remains, what if some legends are born of truth? And what if our world is far more mysterious than we dare to imagine? As we explore the forests in this great world that we have, we find that it's always the mysteries, the things you can't see, that you can't hear, right around the corner. Where legends walk on 2 feet and every shadow whispers of a giant that has haunted these woods for centuries. Welcome to the realm of Bigfoot. In the rugged wilderness of the Pacific Northwest, a legend endures. A creature known by many names, but most famously as Bigfoot or Sasquatch. This elusive being has captured imaginations for generations, its existence woven into the folklore of Native American tribes and modern cryptozoology alike. Indigenous peoples spoke of enormous hairy beings roaming their lands long before the arrival of modern civilization. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, when a single grainy piece of film would ignite debates that still echo today. The infamous Patterson-Gimlin film of 1967. In that fleeting moment, captured on camera, many believed they witnessed the unmistakable form of a creature that defied explanation. Though skeptics have questioned its authenticity, the film remains a cornerstone of Bigfoot lore, a tantalizing glimpse into a mystery that continues to baffle scientists and thrill believers. Imagine walking through an ancient forest at twilight. The cool, damp air is thick with the scent of pine and earth, and the only sounds are your own cautious footsteps and the distant murmur of the wild. Suddenly, you come upon a set of footsteps, massive impressions in the soft soil, each one proof of a presence too large and enigmatic to belong to any ordinary creature. These tracks, some measuring up to 24 inches in length, have become some of the most compelling physical clues to the search for Bigfoot. Beyond the footprints and the fleeting images, there's a chorus of testimonies, a multitude of voices from hunters, hikers, and residents who have reported eerie encounters. Some describe a towering figure, draped in matted dark hair, moving silently among the trees, while others recount the sound of guttural calls echoing in the stillness of the forest night. These accounts, though varied, share a common thread, an encounter with something primal, ancient, and profoundly mysterious. Scientific inquiry has yet to provide definitive proof of Bigfoot's existence. Researchers have deployed advanced technologies, from infrared cameras to acoustic sensors, in hopes of capturing undeniable evidence. Yet every attempt only deepens the enigma. Are these glimpses the product of misidentification, a trick of the light, or perhaps the residue of a creature that has managed to elude the full scrutiny of modern science? Some researchers suggest that Bigfoot may be a relic, a living remnant of a prehistoric era, surviving in the hidden pockets of our modern world. Others argue that the human mind, faced with the vast and unfathomable wilderness, weaves legends to fill the silence. Yet the persistent pattern of sightings, the uniformity of physical evidence like footprints, and the collective memory of a culture steeped in wilderness lore lend a strange credibility to the creature's existence. Bigfoot embodies our fascination with the unknown, whether it's a creature of flesh and blood or a spectral echo of our deepest fears. Its legend challenges our understanding of the natural world. The fact that so many people across different walks of life report similar encounters suggests that there is something in these forests that we have yet to fully comprehend. As night falls, the forest transforms into a realm where every rustle of leaves and every snap of a twig might signal the presence of Bigfoot, a silent guardian, an elusive wanderer, or perhaps a reminder that some mysteries in nature are meant to remain unexplained, in the twilight between myth and reality. Bigfoot continues to stir our collective imagination, inviting us to peer deeper into the shadows and question what truly roams in the wild. In these ancient woods, where the boundaries of the known world blur into the realm of the mysterious, Bigfoot stands as an enduring enigma, a testament to nature's capacity to surprise, terrify, and inspire awe. As we leave these haunted forests, the legend of Bigfoot lingers like a whisper on the wind, a call to continue exploring the hidden, untamed corners of our world, where every shadow may conceal a secret waiting to be revealed. As our journey draws to a close, we find ourselves standing at the edge of a vast and mysterious realm, a realm where legend and reality blend into a tapestry of wonder, fear, and unanswered questions. Tonight, we ventured into the depths of our collective imagination, exploring creatures that have roamed our folklore and whispered through the winds of time. We began with shadows in the sky, with the haunting presence of Moth Man foretelling unseen calamities. We crossed misty lochs in Scotland, where the elusive Loch Ness Monster silently dwelled in ancient waters. We trekked through the frozen peaks of the Himalayas in search of the elusive Yeti, whose icy trails remain shrouded in mystery. Beneath the ocean's depths, we recalled the terror of the Kraken, a creature whose tentacles seem to grasp at the very fabric of our fears. Back on solid ground, we wandered through ancient forests and desolate farmlands. The Jersey Devil's sinister cry echoes across the pine barrens, a grim reminder of a cursed past. The Rugaroo and the Chupacabra stirred modern terrors, legends born from rural whispers and unexplained horrors that challenge our very notions of nature. In the eerie silence of Lake Champlain, Champ slithered just beneath the surface, keeping its ancient secrets locked away in watery depths. And now, we arrive at the heart of the wilderness, the domain of Bigfoot, in the dense, primeval forests of the Pacific Northwest. Every rustle of leaves and every giant footprint tells a story of a creature that has, for generations, defied easy explanation. Bigfoot embodies the timeless call of the wild, a reminder that even our age of science and reason, there remain corners of the earth where mystery still reigns supreme. As we reflect on these stories, the echoes of ancient legends and the stark modern encounters, we're left with one enduring truth. The world is far more mysterious than we dare to imagine. Whether these cryptids are relics of a lost time, misidentified creatures born of our fears, or something altogether otherworldly, they challenge us to keep questioning, to keep exploring, and to embrace the unknown. In every shadow, in every whisper of the wind, there's a secret waiting to be uncovered, a call to the curious, the brave, and the dreamers. As we step back into the light of our everyday lives, let us carry with us a reminder that the line between myth and reality is thinner than it appears, and that sometimes the most profound mysteries are found not in the answers, but in the questions themselves. Thank you for joining us on this haunting journey. Until we meet again in the shadows, keep your eyes open and your mind ever curious.